Hello everybody and welcome to another great episode of Hillbilly Select Review Tea Tuesday, where I do lovely tea reviews. Of course, Wednesday is whiskey, Friday is beer, getting ready for that weekend, Saturday is wine, and Sunday is my famous Sunday morning coffee. So, what do we have today? What kind of a tea do I have for you all today? Let's see what we got here. All right, Private Selection Oriental White Tea. All right. It is a blend of white tea buds, and see if there's anything interesting. Grown in Fujian, China. That's where most tea, white tea, comes from, that actual region in China. White tea comes from the same plant, okay, as green and black tea, same plant. But before the buds open and mature, they're covered with kind of a white hair, and that's why it's called white, and that's when they're picked. It is much more delicate, lighter in color, and a little sweeter than black or green. You're not going to get that flavor. It's the least processed. A lot of times it's only just steamed and left out in the field to dry. So therefore it has a lot of antioxidants, maybe the most antioxidants. Certainly as much as other tea, green and the black, green, but possibly more, because of the fact that it's the same plant and it hasn't been processed as much. So the main thing here is it's going to be delicate. Okay, it's going to be a little sweeter and it's going to be delicate. Oriental White Tea, same plant. Here's the color. Okay, and you notice that color is just kind of a light orangey color. So this is a tea you got to get used to. If you're looking for bold flavors, like the bold black and the bold green, you're not gonna get it here. Also, you want to find follow the instructions on steeping this tea. It's a little less dense than normal tea, and sometimes has to be steeped a little longer. But follow the instructions on whatever packet you get. So here it is. It obviously is, lighter color. And another thing, has a nice, just a tea, a slight nutty and a slight herbal smell to it. This, if it's brewed right, should leave no bitter aftertaste or no aftertaste whatsoever. So we're looking for a light, refreshing tea. So that's what I'm getting, a light nuttiness and herbal, just a grassy smell to it. All right, some things I'm looking for. See if I get that aftertaste that I'm not supposed to get. This particular brand has a nuttiness to it, a slight nuttiness, a little grassiness. It is light and crisp, and it has very little aftertaste. It has the astringency on the tongue, like all tea does, but over-steeping is what causes a lot of that, so you got to be careful. And you're always going to get it in tea. This probably has a little less than normal tea, but if normal tea is done right, you don't get it as much. It's when you over-extract. So if you haven't had white tea, try it. Try it for the health benefits, and try it for the lightness and the crispness of it. Now, I love iced tea as well, so we always want to, all right, pour our tea. All right, and we're going to let that cool down and see how this tastes iced. Now, you're not going to get the smells when you ice something, where the steam will actually open up your nasal passages, really let you smell. And coldness in general closes up things anyway. So I don't like to do anything too cold. I love iced tea, but as far as my wine, any kind of really good flavored beer, I like it. Whiskey, I drink it room temperature. Now, beer, I don't. I drink it cool, but I don't like it real cold. I let it warm up a little bit so I get the flavors and stuff. Now, if I'm just drinking some adjunct, beer, I'll drink it cold and I'll put it down. But if I'm doing a fine beer with some subtle flavors, I like to have it a little warmer. I don't want it freezing. And my wine, same way. And well, reds I just do room temperature or slightly chilled. And whites, I like them chilled, but not too cold, because it closes things up. I don't like my whiskey cold. I don't like it on ice. I don't like it anything. I just like my whiskey at room temperature. All right. You ready? See, it closed up the flavor. That's okay. An iced tea, that's what I expect. Well, this is good, and I'm going to tell you why. Well, it has no aftertaste. Almost no aftertaste whatsoever. So it's just like slightly flavored water. Now I'm thinking about it. Might be a little light for iced tea. I like a little more pizzazz in there, especially if you're going to put any kind of sweetener or anything in it. I drink mine black. This isn't bad. Or I said black, so I drink my coffee. But unsweetened. You know, it has a slight tea flavor. So if you want a mild, crisp, clean, I guess for a really hot summer day, this would be a great tea. Yeah. So give white tea a try. It's different. It is definitely worth looking into. Get you some Oriental white tea or white tea. It's the same tea plant as the black and the green. It's just that it's harvested early, where it's covered kind of with a white hair, and it is not processed a lot, and it really changes the flavor. So I hope you learned a little something about white tea, and I hope it's piqued your interest to try some white tea. All right? From Hillbilly Select Reviews, everybody, thank you so much for watching.